In the silence, listening, observing, absorbing, meditating, then ventilating while recording. Live according to the universe since the early days, but still a human first, caught up in worldly ways at one with everything at two. Club after this.
Hello, I'm Poet. Who are you?
David Vujanic.
And welcome to Comments Below. This is the show where you leave your comments below. Some of them are. And there's an epic moment, not just in this show, in every show, that only goes
Comment of the week.
Today's show, we speak about terrible refereeing decisions from this weekend's games. We talk about the best player in the world, yes, the Ballon d'Or.
David Luiz. Oh, sorry.
And, you know what? Copper 90 have hit 500,000 subscribers.
500,000!
So it's only right that we have a really
500,000!
superb price. All right, so, David, I want to give you the opportunity to talk about the first comment because it's a bit crazy this weekend. George Cheverton has said what?
He said, NUFC goal disallowed. I want to murder a horse. Don't murder horses. That is very, very cruel.
Horses, I got
But then we also have Alex Hugh who said, Tiote's disallowed goal for offside. Thoughts?
One of the worst refereeing decisions I've seen in my life.
You know what? I think the worst thing was the guy banged it in.
Oh yeah.
He banged it. Like it wasn't one of those goals where he tapped it in and it's like, oh, offside. And you know, like on FIFA and it's like, oh, it was an offside. They celebrated.
They've had time to review it in their minds, but for some strange reason, they thought that the Newcastle player was in the way of Joe Hart.
Interfering with play, but...
How? Joe Hart was never saving that.
No.
The game definitely would have changed from that goal.
1-1.
Newcastle were on top.
Man City have been so lucky with decisions this year.
All right, so please leave your comments. Let us know, what should we do about these referees? Should we get rid of them, send them to Malta, let them do some refereeing over in that country for a little while, like a
Hard
year?
labour.
Hard labour, yeah, 100%. They're on 60 grand a year, starting wage, and they can't even get a decision like a goal
They are
right.
only human.
So onto the part of the show where, unfortunately, we never name an English player to win this. Yes, it is the Ballon d'Or, and the winner is...
David Luiz! David Luiz won it. No, he hasn't. I'm sorry.
The winner is the Portuguese maestro himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you reckon about Cristiano Ronaldo winning it?
You know what? It has been well deserved. 51 club games, 59 club goals, compared to Lionel Messi's 39 club apps, 39 goals.
But there was something I saw on Sky Sport News, 100%. Messi's shot to goal ratio is better than Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has more assists.
Ronaldo is that type of player to take shots from 40 yards out. Messi isn't really.
I just think Messi's better than
They're
Ronaldo.
just different type of players.
Agree.
The Copper 90 Ballon d'Or. You guys tell us, Ronaldo or Messi, then we can see.
Can we also say Ribery actually was a part of this as well?
Ribery was a part of it.
Had a good year.
But no
done
one
the
cares.
treble with Bayern Munich.
Just no one cares.
He's French.
That's great, but let's just forget about him.
Let's talk about probably one of the best pieces of action this weekend in the Premier League. In Mortal Kombat 34 said, Jason Puncheon, worst penalty attempt in Premier League history.
Then also, Derek Thomas, talk about Puncheon's penalty miss against Tottenham, hashtag worse than Diana Ross.
That's bad.
Do you remember Diana Ross, the World Cup? Opening ceremony when the goal broke and she missed the goal. Some Puncheon. Someone said the penalties in Selhurst Park. You know what I mean? Someone said, you know...
My friend said it was a cross. Someone said he had goalkeeper gloves on. I've heard it all. Everyone's talking about it being the worst penalty in history. Now, I cannot remember the opposition Arsenal played, but I can tell you, Robert Perez's penalty, where he attempted to do something Ajax done in like the 80s, was the worst penalty I've ever seen in my life. It was so bad, Henry spoke about it in an interview, just like laughing. All right, so obviously we saw the comment last week, David. I think they loved our Serie A coverage.
I think, you know, Serie A coverage was pretty good.
It's pretty amazing.
In depth.
So we thought, you know, we'll come back with our in-depth analysis once more. Mr. Allegri himself is no longer gaffer of AC Milan. This is due to a loss on the weekend, 4-3. Not good enough. I heard Balotelli's going to Turkey. I don't know what's going on at AC Milan.
They're still in the Champions League.
Kaka, have you not changed
Maybe
anything?
it's a bit of a transitional period for them.
So we spoke about Ballon going to Galatasaray. Kind of leads us nicely to the part of the show where we go
transfers,
hey,
transfers,
hey,
transfers, 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 transfers,
rumours, 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 rumours.
This first one, it involves both of us. I think it's very interesting. From Munchies Man, who said, Glenn Johnson swap for Bakary Sagna. Is that a good move for Liverpool or Arsenal? Hashtag Copper fan.
I don't like Glenn Johnson. I think he has rubbish. I can not stand that man. He's awful. He's worse than Jenkinson. I do not want him at the carpet.
Wow.
Sorry, I just thought I'd let that out. I cannot stand Glenn Johnson.
I'll take Bakary Sagna myself.
Of course you would.
You know
quality.
what?
Absolute quality. His missus is beautiful.
His missus is beautiful. He's a more interesting character, like he has an interesting hair. I like to look at other aspects as well, people. On to the next rumour.
Two Sams. Sam Riley has said Beckham to River Plate. Thoughts? What's the other Sam said?
Sam Braithwaite said River Plate are asking Beckham to come out of retirement until the end of the season. Thoughts? I want Beckham back to play football. Who doesn't want to see Beckham back in football? Even when he was playing for LA Galaxy, I didn't care about American football. What I do weekly is do my Beckham time. You know, once a week. Ooh, what's David Beckham up to? YouTube, David Beckham, Google David Beckham. He's the Picasso of free kicking. And he has a personality.
He does.
And he smiled at us at the class of 92.
Can I get a selfie? Selfie, Bex!
I don't think Beckham can go to South America.
Why not?
Because I remember in '98 where he kicked an Argentinian player. Then I think it was the next World Cup. He scored a winning penalty. So I don't know how well he would be.
Japan penalty.
So I don't reckon they'll welcome him with open hands, like give us a hug. This one's a bit of a surprise to me, considering the fact he's played really well this season. The Super Golf Man has said Hazard to PSG in the summer. Thoughts? That's not something I would have anticipated seeing. I think he's playing his best football probably under Mourinho. He's got the best out of him. If he goes to PSG, it'd be really upsetting because I feel like he's becoming a better player under the guidance of Mourinho. Really well. Getting the winning goals, getting the winning performances for Chelsea. And I think he's going to probably be the difference in winning the league this season. That is all the transfer rumours. Keep sending them in, please. Anytime you hear any type of rumour, you send it in to us. Next comment, very interesting. Raza Ansari has said, for 500k subs, you should do something big. And the people at Copper 90 have listened. They are doing something big.
And as a big thank you to you, the Copper fan, you 500k beautiful people, we are launching the mother of all competitions.
We've got an amazing prize giveaway.
Mate, a PlayStation 4, a copy of FIFA 2014, and some tickets to a British League game of your choice.
Also, can we just not stop there? We have a Copper 90.
Yeah. Oh, there's more. Tell me more.
Calm down.
Tell me more.
Is she put up a fight? A Copper 90 giveaway. A day to hang out with us.
They chill with us.
They get to chill with us.
We can do the
Filming
show post
comments
together,
below. We can do a show picture together. Also, you get to play FIFA with the king himself, FifaPlaya.
To enter, you guys out there need to make a YouTube video where you tell us what made you realize you are a football fan for life.
Once you are aware of your most passionate moment that, you know, you can say, yep, this is when I knew I was a football fan, you send your video into info@copper90.com. But what do they entitle this piece of work, Mr.
You
David?
need to title it Copper 90 500k sub contest entry.
So make sure you give it that title. Make sure you show the passion and the drive and the emotion which made you a football fan when you knew.
This is it.
And if we choose you, you have that
It's
wonderful
a part
prize.
of me.
Yeah.
This is more than a game. Now, if you're a little bit on the shy side and you don't want to make your video public, you can always make sure it's unlisted or private, so only the guys at Copper 90 will watch it.
And people, don't rush and go and do it now. Watch the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because the closing date is January the 31st. That is January the 31st, the end of this month.
You've got a few weeks.
You got a little while.
Show us how creative you can be. Check the description below for all the terms and conditions.
All right, so it is time for what we know as
Plugging time! Plug.
yeah.
We got a plug.
Oh yeah. So what did you do there last week?
Well, last week I was in the studio getting shot at while playing FIFA.
Oh, it's like living in Brixton. Why?
Well, it was just for an episode of Extreme FIFA with the FIFA player himself, so check this out.
Back in the game!
I don't want to play!
You pussy!
I don't want to play FIFA player!
Get back in the game!
Cock in the gun!
Jesus! Don't hide behind me, you lanky pussy!
Ah!
Don't
my
hide behind me, you
finger!
pussy! What happened?
my finger! All right, it's time to move on. That was a great video. I'm not in it. Quick fire round. Please place that wonderful phone in my right palm. 3, 2, 1!
Liverpool wins the title with Salah Otello joins Liverpool. True or false?
False.
Chris Smalling dresses up as Suicide Bomber. Thoughts?
Idiots.
Playing around. After the success of Class of 92, will there be a follow-up comedy of Class of 14? Hey. Referring Bentley to Toronto. Thoughts?
Drizzy.
How do I acquire the amazing sweater poet is wearing?
Which one?
Ever fought so hard your back cracked?
No.
Hey, would you agree with me if I said this season has been interesting? Yeah.
Yes.
Close your damn legs, Pert. You're making it hard for me to watch.
Sorry.
How much chicken do you two eat? So many chicken. 2022 World Cup played in winter. How does it affect the Premier League and other leagues in general? Thoughts? Idiots.
Don't like that.
Who will win the Champions League 2014?
Bayern Munich.
I'm watching from Aleppo in Syria. If we have a political issue, there is no electricity. I still watch the show. You
Well
legend.
done.
Where's Pert starting to sit like a girl?
Sorry.
What do you think about Scottish football? It's amazing. Like, there's only 3 players in the world: Bentner, bench Bentner, and engine Bentner.
Oh, God.
The crease of Janet's chair look like a vagina.
Oh, no.
They're gonna have a spare toothbrush. Yeah, I do at home. They know what on earth is your hair about? It's cool. Can I ask you a question?
Go
Yes. Watching at 4 a.m. Wow.
Quality.
I've been read out on every other football show, but not yours. Pick me, even pick. Thoughts about Bundesliga, please. Repetitive thoughts, please. What?
Shut up! How much did we get?
23.
Beckham.
That's a record for 2014, mate.
All right, David. Take out them bulging biceps, because it is time for
Challenge time.
Yes, last week, myself and David were on Instagram doing the show pose. Who was the winner? The originator of the show pose himself, Mr. David Vianch. All right, David, let's have a look at your pose.
Very sincere. You know,
Yeah,
you can
it's
see
quite-
I really meant what I was feeling.
Yeah. All right, well, this week, Challenge Line is back, and it is quite crazy again. That's why I can say I love you.
Elias Tomei said, me and you, Poet, have to come up with the best Vincent Tan look.
Gather round. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, yo. I got silence, hear me roar.
All right, so that is probably the most creative challenge time we've had so far. Pretty
What
good.
can we do next week?
I don't know. I'll leave it up to these lot. As promised, me and David tanned up.
We did indeed.
So we now
Tan
need... Tan up! Tan up! Now we now need you lot to tan up. Please, send in a picture of yourself, Vincent tanning, tan up, to @Copper90, hashtag tan up. As I look to my right, it is time for...
Wall of Fame!
Now, this week's individual, I never thought he would ever make the Wall of Fame.
did I?
Maradona, present the picture. David, please go and place him up as I just told you.
We did it. We did it.
We done it.
The campaign worked.
Lucas Beltrame said Theo for the wall cot. John Kwan. Theo for the wall. I'm a Liverpool fan. We got Oscar de Gomanilo. You have to put up Walcott for the wall even more now that we know he's going to be out for 6 months.
And that's 2 World Cups he's missed for injury.
This part is for the millions. Have millions of Copper 90 fans across the world of Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, Yahoo, MSN. It is time for the epic moment in the show that can only be described as, in Hungarian,
Kala puta naraset! Now, we've been trolled. No.
have we?
Puta is not a good word.
We have been trolled because I know what puta means.
And even though it's Hungarian, I'm sure.
Puta is probably the same all across the world.
Callan Howie. I like my ladies how I like my golf scores in the 80s with a slight handicap.
That was pretty good. Funky Monkey 0511. I quit my job at the helium factory. I refuse to be spoken to in that tone.
Seb Boldiza. They say he who laughs last thinks the slowest.
His DP so funny.
Like
Terry Tibbs. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
Jay Gunner. What do you call a sleepwalking nun? A Roman Catholic.
Wow.
All right, you know what? I'm going to give it to Seb Boldiza.
What the...
They say he who laughs last thinks the slowest.
Before we do leave, Alex J said something. Peter Doom, what happened to that?
Well, it's back.
Maradona pass the photo. Do you want to rip it up?
Yeah.
Grizzly Bear, Alex, God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve's.
And Eve's is a male French name.
I bet you can do it, one take. Yahoo! All right, everyone.
Stamp homophobia out of football.
All right, make sure you keep sending in you're sending in, where are you from? Maradona hasn't been doing his job properly, and unfortunately, we actually didn't get anyone to place on the map. But keep sending them in. Send them in along with your pit of dooms as well, your wall of fames, the competition. Make sure you're sending it to info@copper90.com. Yes, the video responses need to happen so you can win that amazing prize. Also, let us know about the weekend's football, what's going on, so on and so forth. Keep leaving comments about anything in life.
Keep it real. #CopperFam. We're out.
Show, as David will say.
Until the next show.